But we are here. We're in the game. This Acid does not have 35 points already. That'd be impressive. And Make It Dismay does not have whatever this is. Sorry about all of this. First hit does come out already. A good dead hard to get away from that one is the Jake player. Sequortle. We're just going to go with Sequortle. It's pretty rough. It's not how it's pronounced at all. And they can yell at me if they'd like. But Sequortle does go down here right off the bat. It is a nurse, by the way, clearly. As Acid will get the first point of the game here with a good hook early on. And now head in that general direction. We do know that from that there is a Tinkerer being used on the nurse. And the first generator actually gets completed pretty quickly there afterwards. So it's going to be 2 points coming over for Mega Dismay. The hit misses, but Mega's just stuck right here. So she has nothing to do there except for wait to get hit and run. And she will get hit a second time as well. And this is so close to this first hook that this could turn into a tricky situation. If Acid plays this correctly, they could really try to just create a lot of pressure off these two survivors being down. Pingu, to answer your question at the end of the stream, the last thing we do is we'll go over those. The hook comes through, and of course, as soon as the pickup happens, the unhook happens as well. So it's going to be 2 points for each team at the moment. One survivor is still unaccounted for as well from the survivor side, so they might be on a generator somewhere in the back. We're not so sure just yet. Blink far, and a blink right on point to Jinx, who also plays killer for Dismay, or at least did in the first game. Had a really great game in the first one they played. A blink a little too far, but the second one should be able to land right on top, and it does. So Jennings does go down, but opting not to pick up. We're just going to blink across the map here to this generator. It's oddly unnerving seeing the nurse in human hand, but it's still a little weird. They're all human. That's still a little weird. Except for the demo there. I think they're all supposed to be human, right? So that's now, oh, this is rough. So we've got 2 survivors down and then 1 hooked. But of course, you already say that. The on-hook comes to the other side of the map in addition to the healing. So they might actually just be group healing a bit over there now. This will be the 3rd hook of the game to bring Acid's points up to 3 so far and Make It Dismay on the opposite side of the map in a decent situation. I feel like maybe group healing might have been the right call. Since we know all 3 survivors were there, but maybe they disagree and they'll be coming from a different area or with a different game plan. 3-2 for Acid right now. Couple generators kicking though, ready to get completed, but it's a matter of getting the people onto them. The on-hook actually comes through super early. All 4 survivors hurt now. And that 1 survivor does run away very quickly. I can see who it was there running away. It's going to be Jake to Squirtle. 2 blinks. Won't be enough. Doesn't get to the pallet in time. There's a blink. That doesn't matter, but the stun actually comes out. So what's popping saying a little too close to that. Blink on the 1, blink on the 2nd blink. A dead hard blocks that one as well. Undetectable goes off from the Tinkerer. The question is now, do you face the generator or do you face the person? Generator completed on the other side of the map. This generator was stopped. And I guess maybe running Sprint Burst, that's why they were walking, but didn't get to use it because of the reaction time coming in there for What's Poppin', playing this nurse for Acid. 4 points and 3 points. Acid, the only team yet today, is still not to play their game. Portal in the corner yet again. We'll get hit. Tinker does go off again. So these survivors are doing a very good job right now for Make It Dismay for consistently applying pressure on these generators no matter what's going on. This generator right here is so close to being done too. Another one across the back gets done. And that is going to be a Pop Goes the Weasel right there finally getting revealed for us. So we'll go ahead and add these points on from what we just missed. That generator got completed. There have been 4 hooks for survivors. So we're going to bump that up to 4. We're actually going to bump it to 5 preemptively with this Elodie in the nurse's grasp here. So it is 6 points to 5 points, which at this state in the game favors the survivors. And on comes super quickly. And a borrowed time does go off, or was used. So Squirtle running away, does die if I'm not mistaken. Dead hard a little too early that time. The question is, does he have Decisive Strike? I would think so, with being the higher chance of the obsession, but no, actually, just was the obsession, and will end up dying from this hook here. It's 2 more points onto Team Acid here to put them at 7. So Acid takes their first clean of the day. This is their first game of the day in the tournament. And a hit on a Mitchie, the team captain for Make It Dismay. She'll go down super quickly and get picked right back up. It's now a matter of finding where to get a hook, because there's so much going on in this area. So we actually see a barbecue and chili being run. Something you don't really see in competitive play a whole bunch, but it is there. A little bit too far on that blink, but it comes back around and works just fine. Need to add another point, by the way, on the acid here. And it's going to be a down now again. So Sun is Away goes down. And so this is starting to turn into a bit of a snowball right now for acid. You can even see what's popping, protecting this hook over here, making sure there's nobody else over here. The question is there a hook nearby that what's popping can make it to? That hook killed Sequordle. And then we obviously saw Mitchie's on a hook over there. I think she does make it to this hook all the way over here, which then leaves a free spot for Mitchie to get unhooked, and that is the case. This hook does come through on a Sun Is Away. So that'll bring us up to 9 points as the killer. And with knowing where they were with barbecue, with knowing where they were, barbecue and chili does activate, and we'll be able to see that. Wow, that actually stuns. That's unfortunate. That should have been a hit, and to an extent, the game almost even. But it will be one right here as Mitchie does go down yet again. Does Mitchie have Decisive Strike? No, Mitchie does not have Decisive Strike. She's going to go back on that hook that she was on before. Jennings is still missing. Maybe going for the unhook, I would guess. But this is going to be a dead Mitchie. So team captain of Make It Dismay is out. There's now 11 points for acid. I thought I saw a little bit of movement right there. Maybe I didn't. But it is currently 11 to 6. What's popping? Just looking for another survivor. Sun Is Away is super close to death. Tinker does activate as well. So Sun Is Away does fall down. So that is going to be the other 2 points for that. And I wonder if this generator gets done in time. I'm guessing that's the play that Make It Dismay is going for. But a crow just moved. So she isn't still on this generator? Or they are still on this generator? So if that's the case, and if you're not just trying to grind out points, then why are you letting your teammate die? Right? That becomes my question. Because the play wasn't just, hey, it's over, let's go ahead and just try to get some points. You would have, oh, they were still over by that generator. I don't know, I think it was a bit of an interesting decision. Still the chance for a hatch escape here. Make It Dismay could get out through the hatch. They do get that last generator done, so that's some points from there. It's a matter of who finds the hatch. Field is such a big open map, and it will be Make It Dismay that does find it. Okay, so now that they found the hatch, we'll go ahead and adjust the points accordingly. Let's take a look. There were still 2 hook states left. So the survivors will get 2 points for avoiding those 2 hook states, plus the 1 for escaping. And there was still 1 generator that needed to be completed. So that brings us up to 15 points. So it's a lot closer of a game than you would have maybe expected, or maybe than I had expected. It is 15 for Acid and 11 for Make It Dismay with a good escape there at the end. Because again, there are those bonus points for generators not being completed and hook states being avoided. So with those points coming in, it ends up being 15 to 11. Very unfortunate for Acid because What's Poppin' went looking for the hatch and wasn't able to find it there, and it just happened to be right near that generator. So good play there at the end on Jennings to go ahead and get those last couple points for the team before escaping as well. And here we are. 11 to 15 for Jennings. Played a super good spirit last time. Let's see if it works again this time around. Early pressure on this generator from the survivors, by the way, super quickly. But it was stopped down, so that would have been rough. It's super fortunate for Jennings and our Make It Dismay fans that it happened like that, because if he was on the other side of the map, it would have been a different story. Team captain probably takes a hit. Madar also took a hit. but he's actually healed as I say that. 3 box and V's somewhere on the side of the map. Not sure where just yet. No pressure on that gen yet. There is some on this one though. There's actually a lot of pressure on this one. 3 boxes also the second team practice here. That hit does not connect. Almost expected it to, just because of how this game goes sometimes, but it didn't. Firecracker in use. Ineffective though. A generator gets completed on the opposite side of the map for the survivors. Acid's going to move up to 17 points here. The phase is true, but it's actually staying right in this area, but it's not going to fake out anybody, I don't think. 3 box still in the area. Swing and a miss through the pallet. Barbie gets a heal. 3 box, the only member hurt right now, is being chased. A dead heart, if I'm not mistaken, that was. Through the pallet. Drop the pallet. Maybe some crying in this direction. Listening. There it is. 3 box will get knocked down, and Jennings picks up their first down of the match. With this hook, it'll bring up to 12 points here. Those survivors that are still running around alive, still unaccounted for, by the way. So, should be able to get a generator completed here. Or should be very close to it, at least. Here they are, very close to it. Immediately running away, though, is Acid Madar. We wonder if somebody else is in this area, maybe he's the bait. But it doesn't look that way, as Ruin is starting to go to work on that generator right away. 3 box does get down on the other side of the map. Progress on that generator, but nothing enough. And we see the surveillance is kicking in on the opposite side of the map, so I would expect Jennings to go this way. They are. This generator's regressed so much. Ruin Jennings is so strong right there. Barbie takes a hit. Trying to make sure, I think, if anything, that they took a hit instead of letting their teammate go down. Generator does get completed over there. Or Acid. Pallet goes down, but it's on the wrong side of where they're coming from. And so it's going to bring us up to 19 points here for the survivors. And with this hook for Make a Dismay, it'll bring them up to 13. Acid looking for something else here, looking to close this one out and move on to the semifinals against the winner of our next match here. But Make a Dismay is keeping it close. On hook comes through. So there's got to be 2 people in this area, and just where are they? Who are they? It's Madar is looking to maybe even take a hit for 3 box. We'll see if Jennings wants to even play with that. Doesn't. A dead hard stops that, but it's only for so long can it work. Fakes the vault. Jennings doesn't bite and will get the hook. And this will be a kill as well, by the way. Decisive strike. That would have been a kill. Instead, a generator gets stunned. That generator's been touched, and we know from earlier this has a lot of progress on it, but it actually stops. Some noise in this area. Actually, another generator got completed too, so that's 23. So this game might be out of reach now for Make a Dismay. It isn't out of reach, but it is as close as it can be to being out of reach here. Long story short, if that generator gets completed, it's over. So, Make a Dismay needs to... Jennings needs to kill all 4 survivors and not let them get a generator done, and then they can tie it. So, odds are very much against Make a Dismay right now. And that generator does get completed. So it's going to be 25 to 13, so therefore there's absolutely no way... Nice snag off of the pallet there. There's no way that the game can come back in Make a Dismay's favor. This hook will be a kill. That'll put it at 25 to 15 here. But again, it does not matter as Acid has secured their victory here in this one with that last generator being completed to move on to the semifinals here in the next round of the tournament. Jennings still going to play it out, of course, to see if they can find anybody. This exit gate is so close to being done. I don't know if it gets done in time. We hear somebody hurt in the area as well. It does not get done. Why do you have your person on the team that's hurt on that exit gate is the question I have. Again, not that it's super, relevant, but looking for something else now. Any movement, any breathing. Nothing yet. Barbie just recovering. Oh my gosh, the yank! The second yank in a row here. Oh, the wiggle. That's going to be point 16. Here, both of those guys get up. They're both going to run out as well. So that's point 16, and that's going to bring us up to point 27. And that hook will bring it to 17. The last hook will be 18, and then 19 for the kills. The survivors also avoided 6 hook states to bring themselves up to 33 points. And so that'll do it. Acid moves on against Mega Dismay.